Hey guys, Remedy here, and today we're playing Limerence. This game contains themes of violence, kidnapping, suicide, and obsession. Please play at your own risk. Now let's click play. Are you alright, darling? We've been sitting here for 5 minutes and you haven't touched your dinner. Are you mad at me? I slowly return from my dark headspace back to reality, back to the low light of the dining room. Despite the table being fit for a family, it was clear that it had only ever been used for 2 people. For them, sitting where their back was facing the window, so light envelopes them like angels scratching a skin. And for whoever they kept chained to the other side. It's for your own good, you know. I can't have you trying to run off, can I? Or perhaps rocking your chair backwards and smashing through the glass of the window. Because then, you could get seriously injured or somehow escape. What would I do without you? Shut up, Aaron. I like when you say my name. I think they sit with their back to the window for the inferior into reality or the visual of light rays surrounding them like a saint. But no amount of pretty imagery can disguise their evil actions. Tonight they cooked chicken lined with rice and vegetables that I had washed and chopped up minutes before. Their knives for the kitchen are separate from the ones they use for flesh. Never once in my life had I been envious of a blade, of the slick cuts and echoing sounds between the air and cutting board. Until now, of course. I tugged at the cuffs on my wrist that kept me restrained to the table. Hey, you're staring again. You should eat up. You need the strength for later. I didn't respond. Please, dear. I'll be nicer on you with the blades tonight if you do. I reached my right hand up to my neck and stroked my fingers over the taut skin of my collarbone, covered in bruises and newly formed scars from slashes across bone. Do you promise? Have I ever lied to you, darling? No. But you misled me. That is the purpose of delusion, is it not? It's only in my nature, like it is in your nature, to despise me. I wish you didn't. We've been getting to know each other very well over the last few days. I knew nothing about them, but anything that I have not said of my own volition has been cut out of me. But enough of my ramblings. Eat, please. They gestured to the plate in front of me, accompanied by water in a plastic cup and a fork. I hesitated before picking up the utensil. I could try it again, to take myself out by my own accord. Though they might punish me for even thinking it. Dear? I'm going to stab myself. I took a deep breath and pulled my arm back as far as the chains would let me. And I stabbed myself right in the throat. Or at least, I tried. It stung like a brief needle in the skin and nothing more. I dropped the fork and felt at my neck, begging for a wound. It wasn't even bleeding. Damn. Aren't you cute? You already tried that on our first night. Don't you remember that the tools are plastic? You don't think I'd trust you with metal or wooden tools, do you? No. It didn't work the first time. Did you think it would again? No. You poor, poor thing. We'll deal with this later. Now eat, or I'll rip that tongue off yours out and make it the last thing you've ever tasted. I'd miss hearing you talk. I picked up the fork again, hesitating. And without another word, I began to eat. The worst thing about Aaron, besides the relationship of them torturing me for their own amusement, was the fact that they are good at cooking. But they would never eat their own work. They would always put out a plate and silverware at their chair and never touch the setup. They told me that they didn't have to eat. Why do you even sit here and watch me if you aren't going to eat with me? It's to make you more comfortable, love. Yes, because comfort comes in bruised ankles and chained wrists. It's just weird. To me, it feels right. Dinner isn't just about food. It is also about the conversation and the experience. I think it's something much more sinister. I think they watch me in glee with eyes lighting up like flames. Watch me indulge in the only pleasure I have besides sleep. They smirk as I struggle to bring the fork to my lips, both from the shackle and from the feeling of past pain. Is it good? It's always good. You don't need me to tell you that. I reached for the water and slowly drank. The cold stung my throat. I'm glad. I like to see you happy. And why won't you let me go? You're killing me, Aaron. You smile when we leave the temporary piece of the dining table, because you know how I feel about every other room in this sprawling hell. The fear that prickles my neck that you'll plunge your surprise blade into my back and collect the pooling blood to keep in jars. I enjoy seeing you happy, but I enjoy seeing you crying much, much more. There is a pride to it, even for a being like me. The pride of knowing I've cut up your body, skin like a canvas, and turned you into the most beautiful artwork that will ever grace my gallery. I caused those tears and I can just as easily wipe them away. And that is why I'm killing you, for the beauty, for the begging, for the pleading that I've heard from hundreds before you. You are different though. You have survived longer than most. You have a vigor and a fighting spirit. And I think that's why I love you. And that was it, guys. That was Limerence. And I hope you guys enjoy. Please like and subscribe and see you guys next time.